Neck is necky. What's going on, y'all, man? It's your boy Eric G, man. I want to come to y'all again. Glad on. What's on? I can't see shit. Glad on. Anyway, I want to come to y'all again with a brand new episode of well, I'm doing something different. It's not my normal YouTube, my normal like podcast like I normally do, Random Thoughts with Eric G. This is my 1v1 episodes, which I'll be doing randomly throughout, you know what I'm saying, the days in between me starting back my podcast. I got 8 episodes now of Random Thoughts with Eric G. Post this up already. I'll chat. So I got 8 episodes of Random Thoughts with Eric G already up. But right now I'm doing a 1v1 because I'm in the middle of doing all this shit I'm doing. Hold on a second. I'm in the doing all this shit I'm doing already, and I ain't got the time to pay the 4-5 for me to have to have my show back up. So until then, I'll be so today I'm doing 1v1 while bringing a lot of podcasters, people I want to meet, man, and get to know more about. And today's a great day, man. I got a good brother right here, man. His name is Arturo Dingle. He on the Coach Shock podcast. I'm gonna bring him on in now. See the work. See the work. Nigga, my nigga right there. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, brother? How you feeling? How you
Uh,
feeling?
hey, I'm alive, brother. How you doing?
I think I'm alive too, man. I think so. I think
Oh,
we
he
ain't
said, I
died
think
yet,
I'm.
baby.
He said, I think I'm alive. Damn, already. Man, that's how life is. I think I'm alive. So I
Facts,
think I'm done.
facts, facts, facts. I had to feel my
Oh
skin to
man.
make sure it's still there, dude.
I mean, mine's here, man. But how long? I don't know. Oh
I'm
man,
rocking with you. I'm rocking with
hey man. Look, first of all, man, thank you for coming on, man.
you. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Always,
you.
man. Hey, so let me tell you. Let me get a little breakdown what I already said. So
Mm,
this is I'm gonna do something different. You know, I told you already. I want to do a 1v1 type of show, which will be straight for YouTube. Um,
okay.
so anybody can come on and watch it, whatever. But this is gonna be in between me doing my actual podcast. You know, what I'm saying Random Thoughts with Eric G. And I want to
All
get a chance
right.
to like go in depth with people who I actually like doing podcasts and get to know y'all more. Let y'all tell y'all backstories and all the crazy shit y'all have been through. So we all been
Okay.
through some crazy
Okay.
shit. That's why we all doing
Facts.
this shit for free. That's why we all doing this
Facts.
podcast shit for free because we've been through some crazy shit.
Facts.
But
Facts.
but
Facts.
but also, man, I just want to everybody get a chance to share their stories, man, and let people know who you are. Um,
Okay. Okay.
this is gonna be in
All right.
between, like I said everybody before. This is between my podcast shows. I'm currently on episode 9, about to film next. But yo,
Mm,
so let me break it on down real quick, man. This good brother right here, y'all, man. Y'all don't know who he is, man.
thank
This
you.
is
Thank
on.
you.
I'm gonna say his name is Ontero, or I'm gonna say it wrong. Ontero, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You good. You good. You good.
Okay, Ontero Dingle, aka Zen. What was the name your mama gave you, man? Doesn't tell me that. What's the name your mama said?
Arturo, Arturo.
Oh,
Like that's my actual name and all that, but my nickname is Zen and all that. So yeah.
okay.
My other
So let me
nickname is
put the
Taz. So that's like
all
another
right.
nickname I have.
All right, so let me
So
let me put my
like,
big bifocals on. Let's get into the show. Hold on.
all
My big
right,
bifocals on. Hey, I
I
gotta read
got
these
you.
goddamn questions. So really, what I want to do too. Really, what I want to do too, brothers, too is a few years ago I did this thing called Random Adventures with Eric G, where I did
Mm,
a raw documentary style podcast, and I want this episode to be like that too. I want this to be a raw. There's no sugarcoat, no trying to be cute for the damn shit. Like we
okay,
being real, you know. So I love it. So before we
okay,
get started,
okay.
let everybody know who about you first, bro, and your podcast, Culture Shop.
All right, boom. Uh, my name is Arturo, aka Zen. I have a podcast called The Culture Shock and all that. I do interviews. I do outdoor events, activities, and all that. I like interact with the black people in this culture basically to understand everyone else's culture because black people in America we have so many different type of cultural beliefs to a point where like we really need to understand each other's point of view because we can learn from I can learn from you, you can learn from me and all that. We can learn from everybody based off of their beliefs and what their culture is and all that. And I think it's so I think it's so beautiful how we can actually come together, but we don't do it. So I'm trying to
Right.
take that adventure out there to come together for us. So yeah.
So what made you get started in doing this, bro? Like what was the idea behind when they encouraged you to do this type of like show?
Well, it started off with a speech impediment. Like I had like a bad
Okay.
speech impediment and all that. So like the moment I started talking more, the moment I realized I had like power in my voice. So like I started saying like I still had a speech impediment, but people were actually listening to me. So I was thinking like if I improve my speech, I can actually attract more people and all that. So I started doing the podcast and all that. So the more I started doing it, the more I started feeling power within myself and all that. So next thing you know, I started teaching people, I started talking to people and all that. So like now it's gonna come to a point where I legit do this for like a passion now. Like I'm in love with it because I face my fear of my speech or whatever. So now I'm actually doing it because I love it.
Okay. Okay. Like, I'm gonna shout you out, bro, because we all got one of them motherfucking speech impediments, man. I
Hell
can't
yeah,
say half my
hell
damn
yeah.
words right now, so that's the sad part. but I'm trying.
Same here,
Hey,
same here.
hey, man, but look, I'm trying to make it, man. Hey, yo, so
Rock with
another thing a lot of people don't know is that you are originally from New Jersey,
you. Yeah,
and
yeah.
you down here in the South in South Carolina. And what caused that move, brother? What made you do that big ass move
Oh,
from
that's a
upstate
that's
down
a
here?
that's a dope question. Because like
Yeah,
I
go
was
ahead, bro.
originally in I was originally in New Jersey and all that. I moved to Harlem for like a year or so, chilling out over there, having fun. Next thing you know, I met my ex girlfriend.
Mhm.
Fell in love with her. Moved to California, basically because she was
Okay.
going to Rutgers. She was going to Rutgers. So like
Uh-huh.
basically we fell in love and all that. But she was originally from California, so as soon as she finished with schooling, she moved back over there. So next thing you know, she was going through certain stuff with her family because her aunt was sick and her mother was sick and all that. So I
Mhm.
was so in love with it to the point where my dumb ass moved in, like moved in thinking I could save her life and all that.
Not save
So
her
next
life,
thing you
man. Go
know,
ahead.
yeah. So like next thing you know, this is the Crenshaw Mafia lady that I was talking about. But
Okay.
but she pretty much like basically like all I had was her over there.
Mhm.
Like, but she was taking care of her family and she was taking care of all the stuff like that was going on, like with her mom and her aunt and all that to the point where I couldn't really do anything except for just sit there. So
Mhm.
I moved there for her, but she wasn't there in the first place. So pretty much we got into like a little situation and all that. Nothing bad, but it was like a distance. So next thing you know, I got a call from my mom, my sister or whatever, saying that my mom was sick. So I came down here to visit. Next thing you know, my mother passed away. So after that, I realized, you know what? I'm going to stay here with my family because there was nothing going on in LA. There was nothing. My family was going through certain stuff. So I was like, you know what? This became my home in South Carolina.
Damn, man. That's first of all, that's crazy as hell. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like, cause
Oh yeah,
I've never been. Now I'm in love. I've been in love now. I ain't never been in love.
mm.
I'm gonna go across the country for your ass, but that's just a whole
I
nother.
was I was a simp, man. I was a simp.
Come on,
I've been a simp half of
hey,
my
yo,
life, man.
you said it for you said something that stiffing almost cost you your life. And,
Yeah, I just
and,
yeah
and
yeah.
how did you, yo? I'd have been to some sick shit before. I ain't gonna hold you. Now,
Fact, fact.
most shit I can say that, you know what I'm saying. I might, you know what I'm saying, let you stay with me for a little bit. But you moved, your ass actually
I
went
did.
across the goddamn world for this motherfucker. And not only was that, not only that,
Uh,
she was a. I'm telling people he mentioned it. I was about to say it. She was a gang member. She was.
but
She
yeah,
was.
most of my girlfriends were gang members though. Like I mean,
What is?
like
Hold on. What is about? What is it
hey,
about
look.
being you in love with a thug? What is it about being in love with a thug that turns you on?
Look, I don't even know because like the thing is, she don't even act like a gang member.
Right.
She was just like a calm, cool person, whatever. But when she told me her story, how her father was a crip and her brother was a blood, and her brother was trying to fight her like to get away from the father and all that. So next thing you know, she had to get initiated and all that. So like, I would like the story for her because she didn't want to be a part of the gang.
Right.
She just like was forced by her family and
Mm.
all that. So yeah, that was like a situation that she had to deal with. But yeah, most of like yo, I mean, I don't know, most of my family were blood like gang
So
members.
was you in the game then? Was you in that like that?
I was See,
Be
I
honest.
wasn't. See, no. See, like the thing is, I was, but I wouldn't say
Mhm.
I was a like. I'm not like a like one of them commercial gang members. I wasn't the blood. I wasn't the crip. I was a part of like the Alabama projects or whatever. So like I was
Mhm.
more. I was more part of the clique of a project instead of just being a part of an initiation and all that. So yeah, I mean, like it wasn't
It-
like a blood crip or whatever. It was just a part of the
you
a
know,
group.
it's funny, man. It's funny, man. I remember for me, it was the same difference. You won't tell about my personality now, but I
Huh.
was, I was too. And we were,
Okay.
like you said, where I'm at is like I'm in a very hard territory where everybody is gang members. And every kid now they want to be in some type of gang. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? And I remember when I was younger, my brother was already banging back then. He was like in the big shit.
mm,
And I remember I was like I got these niggas in my neighborhood I'm hanging with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we like I said, we all hanging together, man. One fighting, we fighting, smoking, and all this other stuff. And I remember that he was like, I remember my brother found out about it. And he was like, nigga, I would kill your ass before I let the streets kill your ass.
oh wow.
And,
But he was a gang member.
he was the gamer.
So was it like so was he banging on a different like a different set or something?
It wasn't what I'm ever say. It wasn't like I'm like you, man. It wasn't like I was part of a blood or crip or whatever. It was just
Oh
my so how the town I live in, we used to call it mini New York because you know how New York got five boroughs and all this other shit.
yeah.
We had different sections of the town for a small town that was rival game.
Hmm.
So I'm originally from I'm trying the best way to put it. I'm originally from this area called Flint Hill. Okay.
Okay.
I'm from Flint Hill, but their rival game is West End. Well, I'm saying it clearly. It's West End, but we call it West End. So it's West End.
Okay. Right.
And but the thing is, I'm from Flint Hill, but I grew up in West End.
Mm.
So so how I learned how to fight was in West End. Like, so you know what I'm saying? So, but then when I got into my teen years, I moved to South End, which was Mobile, and
Mm.
that's where I got part of the group, the part of the niggas I was fucking with. Was
Right,
there.
right, 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 right.
And
Yeah,
so
that's
and
yeah.
everybody was beefing at the time. And I remember there was a lot of killing going on in the time in the city.
Mm.
There was still a lot of killing going on. And I remember that my brother put me to the side one day. He found out about it. 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? It's a small town. Everybody talk. You know, especially in the game. You know how that works.
Right.
Everybody talk.
Right.
And I remember that he pulled me to the side. And I remember he called me. He called me one day. And he was like, man, I know goddamn well, nigga, you ain't in no da-da-da-da-da-da." And I was like, you know what? I can't hang with y'all no more, man. 'Cause,
Hold on, they ain't do anything about that though. Like they were just
No,
like,
it
ah,
wasn't.
damn,
I'm
ah,
saying, look, I'm saying it wasn't. I didn't do it like that. I'm joking around, but basically for me, I
mm.
actually I faded myself out the group. You know what I'm saying? I just stopped
Okay,
coming
I get,
around.
okay,
I stopped hanging out with motherfuckers like that. And it wasn't
yeah,
even just because of what he said. It wasn't even just because of what he said. I get what he was saying. But the thing was for me was one day I was just sitting there and it happened to me a few times. You ever sit in a room with a bunch of people and you realize ain't nobody doing shit? Like
mm.
everybody
Yeah,
around you is not doing nothing for themselves. Ain't nobody trying to do anything. I'm sitting there one day and I'm like, nigga, like what are we doing, man? Like what these niggas
fact,
ain't doing nothing but finding random niggas to beef with
facts,
and
facts.
smoking weed all day. And I'm sitting back watching like I said, at least play basketball or some shit. Nigga, damn, let me do something. I'm out of school. It's the weekend. I got something to do.
Facts,
I
facts.
need, but that's what it was for me. And I remember I was sitting back, I'm like, man, you know what, man? I ain't fucking with this shit no more, man. So I slowly pulled myself away from it. Just like I did later on in my life when I got into the music shit. I was in a rap group and all this other shit later on in my life. And
Ah,
we're gonna get into that too, 'cause I
okay.
know you're a rapper. I know you're a rapper. I know you're a rapper. I know
I'm
that you
trying to be.
also
I'm trying to be.
I,
I'm trying to be.
no,
I ain't
no,
a
no,
rapper.
nigga, you are a bigger rapper for you to have a beef with your brother. So let's go ahead.
Nah, okay. My beef with my brother is because he
Oh, we're gonna
couldn't
get
rap.
into we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get
I
into
got
that.
you.
We're gonna get into that.
I got you. I'm
We're gonna get
rolling
into
with
that.
it. I'm rolling with
We're gonna get into it. So let's get back to the beginning of the show.
I'll spit some
We
few
done
bars
dove
too.
all over.
I'll spit a few bars too if you want. I mean, this is what it is.
Hey, I
But
love it. I
we go
mean,
later.
I love it, man, because I love that we all went through a lot of shit to get to where we at now.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And for us to be
Facts.
the lame positive motherfuckers now, but it's crazy. But we had to go through a lot of shit to get here. Um, hey yo, so let me get back to my questions, man. Hey yo, bro, so you built a community around podcasting right now. What has been that feeling, brother? Like of actually bringing different podcasters together? Because you have a group chat where you bring a lot of us together when we talk and socialize with each other. How's that
Mhm.
feeling for you, bro?
I like it. Cause I see like people making friends or whatever. Even though some people are like they wanna like build a podcast up or whatever, but I see actual relationships happening. I feel like I feel like even if we don't get anything out of the group chat, we do
Yeah,
get a new friend. We get a new like person to learn from and all that. So I'm just proud of like how we're doing it. Like there's no negativity going on in the in the group chat. It's always learning. It's always like something to talk about. So I'm glad that we actually are staying together in a positive manner. Even the people that's leaving, they letting me know, hey, look, I'm going through certain stuff. I have to go. So like they're respecting the podcast so much to the point where they're actually letting me know, hey, look, I love it, but I can't deal with it because I'm going through certain situations. So that's how much of a family we built based off of this podcast. So if anybody else want to join, I know what I mean, like hit
hey, Tim,
Eric G up,
hey,
hit me up.
hey,
It is
always,
what
man.
it is. Yeah.
So, like, by being in this group chat, man, and being around so many people now, because you really. First of all, I'm gonna say this right about the show. First of all, I love the fact that you for him to be so positive, y'all. He got a raw ass damn New Jersey side come on his ass a lot, and it's like really raw sometimes, bro. And it's like
My
it's it's so funny how this shit is. But anyway, so back on the back on the show. Okay, I want to talk about the podcast.
okay,
But
okay.
so back in the group too, though, man. You done met a lot of people. We done all been in the group chat. What do you feel like now that's missing in the podcast world?
That's what's missing in the podcast world. Uh, not just the group chat, just the podcast world, right?
Just the podcast
Um,
world. I'm gonna say this, I'm breaking it down easier.
well, okay,
You done see
okay,
everybody views. You've seen
yeah,
I know you are an average podcast watcher. You watch all us new people I would say new, I've been there a long damn time. But you've been watching all of us
oh,
for a while. And I know you
mhm.
study your craft and you do what you're doing. What do you feel is missing?
uh, so I'll answer this question with the question: is your
Go ahead.
podcast growing right now?
Okay. Oh, so for me
Is
personally?
yeah,
Me personally, yeah, I mean, it has. It have
it's growing.
podcasts have waves. It have waves. Some days I have the best. Some weeks will be the best. Some weeks go back down. Depends on what I'm doing. But it have waves.
Well, I do tell you this, like, even though we built a relationship in the like in the family and all that, like within the podcast group,
Mhm.
like I feel like a lot of us podcasters aren't growing. Like we're
Mhm.
doing the same thing over and over again. We're not understanding what the viewers want. And like when it comes to like certain podcasters or whatever,
Mhm.
like I don't know what their idea is or what they want to do with their podcast, but a lot of them they're complaining about not having viewers,
Mhm.
but they're doing the same exact thing over and over. They're talking about themselves, they're talking about relationships or whatever. They're not actually interacting with people. So I want say say what you're doing right now. You're interviewing people, whatever. You're going out. I seen like the video where you was I think you was in church and you were talking to people and all that. You
Oh
actually
yeah.
build relationships outside of the like outside of the camera. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
people need
Most
to
definitely.
start building themselves like building themselves outside of the camera if they want their podcast to grow. They need to start interacting with people and see what they want instead of just going based off of how you feel what you want basically. Because you're only gonna like have your audience grow based off of your beliefs, and that's it. So yeah, I
Right.
mean
I respect that, man.
that's about it.
I feel like I do feel like me. I'm gonna say this right here. I think when I did about season 6 of my show, I'm on 8 now. Season 6.
Okay.
I felt like
Okay.
I hit a wall for a minute, man. I'm like, man, we all talking about the same. 'Cause I was at one time I was in this big ass podcast group shit where we
Hmm.
doing like we going for the world record or shit like type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It was cool. It was a bunch of us black people just all sticking together. Um, but the thing was, I feel like we always doing the same type of damn segment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Though nobody love fucking more than me, but I don't want to talk about it every show is about fucking. Like you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm being honest with you, bro. It got to the point at one
Fact,
point in time, like how many more times that you can tell somebody how to flip it, turn it around to the side, pick it up,
facts,
drop it,
fact,
like all that. And
fact.
I say, cool. Like I said my next season, I'm not gonna talk so heavily about sex all the time. You know what I'm saying? I want to try to branch out of it. You know what I'm saying? Just not just we can sprint like this season. I am gonna be talking about sex, crazy. But
Mm,
like I said, that season, I like my season 6. I want to branch out of it. I'm like, it's more to the world than just smashing. Like every podcast
right.
you talking about is either we talking bad about the opposite of sex, or we talking about sex in depth. And I'm like, damn, can we
Facts.
just shake it up a little bit, change it up? So I agree with you saying they do need to branch out
Facts.
from being just the same. You know
So
what I'm saying?
so my question is how like how much would you step out the box? Because somebody just hit me up the other day. It's a crazy situation because like he's a podcaster too, but
Okay.
he's on the other side. He's you know what I mean? He like the same sex and all that.
Okay.
But
Go ahead.
he started talking about like the feeling of uh like how he had an
Say it, man. Say
orgasm.
we here.
Ah, I got
Okay.
you, I got you. How he had an orgasm like do anal sex. So if you so basically he wanted to do a podcast on that and he want me to do a podcast with him. I'm like, I don't know what anal sex is like feel like. So I
Especially now
mean,
having orgasms through it. Go ahead.
boom. I didn't know that either. But mind you,
Yeah.
I heard that from some other lady and all that, but I didn't know some dude was gonna tell me about his orgasm, anal sex and
Mm,
all that. So he wanted me to do a podcast with that, but I was skeptical of it. I didn't want to talk about anal sex or whatever with this dude.
right.
But if you want to step outside the box, how much would you think about doing that?
I mean, let me tell you this right now. I don't know you got into my episode. So what I've done. When I
Mm.
say I have 8 seasons, this is my 8th season. I have no problem talking about conversation that's taboo because I want to have those conversations. You
Uh,
know what I'm saying? I had a show last season, or was it season 4 last, where we talk about how to talk to your kid about your kids coming out being gay. How to talk to your kids about
uh,
it. You know what I'm saying? This
okay,
season, be honest with
okay,
you, this season coming up, I have a show about transsexuals coming up this season. You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
okay. I rock with it.
I have no problem. Like, to be honest, I got people in my family that's gay. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
said, you know, what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm the type of guy that don't give a damn about what you do behind closed doors.
Facts.
As
Facts.
long as they ain't with a child, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I don't really
Facts.
like so I have no problem having no conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the person like when I say I'm very in all topics, bro. I would love to learn about all topics. So whatever you bring to me, no matter how more the uncomfortable it is, I'm gonna have that conversation with you. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But
Cool.
not
Cool. Cool.
but I
Cool.
don't but I'm not really into the now that we got a friend that's a podcast. I'm not gonna disagree. He's also one of my good friends. He's into
Mm.
that really uncomfortable conversation. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I want to go that far.
I rock with it. I rock with it.
You get what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that.
okay.
But I
But
personally
yo,
think
so
we
okay,
all need to step outside the box sometimes. So.
we do. What has been one hard lesson you learned about podcasting that nobody warned you about before you even got into
Trolls, man. Oh my gosh. These trolls, yo. I legit, we talked about this before or whatever. Like, I'm a fighter. Like,
it?
I like fighting. So
Right.
if I see somebody on the internet talking, like, I'm gonna
Mhm.
want to fight. Like, it is what it is. And even just a small conversations or whatever. If like somebody just want to diss me or whatever, like on the phone, I legit just
Yeah.
want to fight because I don't like talking junk. I'm not a trash talker. Like I joke around or whatever, but when it comes to like just talking junk or whatever and like not going face to face, I don't like it. So when I see trolls talking about like, oh, he's a punk or he's racist and all that, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, say it to my face. But they can't say it to my face because they don't know me. Like so now
Right.
that they just saying this random stuff just because they can have an easy route to talk junk.
Right.
So yeah, so I mean that's one thing that I really have to um like get used to.
Right.
Plus, when I'm wrong about something.
Mm.
Like, and now the whole world see that I'm wrong. Like it's not just like a one-on-one discussion anymore, or whatever. Everybody is talking about, yo, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. So now I gotta hold myself accountable towards hundreds of people saying the same exact thing. So
Mhm.
now like it's all like it's I can hold myself accountable to certain stuff or whatever, but like now I have to explain to the world why I'm wrong. Like that's the
I got.
thing. So I mean,
Hey, I get what you saying, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. Like, it comes with it. It comes with the territory. I mean, you putting yourself out there in the public, so you got to expect the public to say something about what you say.
mm,
And to have the time, they can be wrong. They can take your opinion and mean totally different shit. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I think last season for me was the most I ever been trolled. You know what I'm saying? I
mm.
never, I mean, on all platforms. I mean, I had motherfuckers like arguing in my on my chats. I said, what the fuck is going on, man? I ain't never seen no shit, man. But it got to the point. But it was to me though. I don't know, and I think you said it with me talking before. Maybe I like a little bit of drama. Maybe I just like a little bit, like
Yeah,
because now,
yeah.
but the purpose of my show is to get you to talk. Though I want you to have those, like I want you to talk like we like those uncomfortable conversations we have in the kitchen table. Like let's say me and you
Mm.
was out, it was chilling away, hanging out or whatever, and you said some shit that I'm like off the wall. I'm like, nigga, you crazy as a motherfucker. They ain't what happened. They ain't la la la. I want those conversations. I want you to say something back.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying? And then
right.
I'm gonna say something back to you, but I want you to say something back. I want you to start that conversation.
Facts, facts, facts.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
yeah,
I think that's
that's
what we all need.
I feel that. So like, so that would be well, what would be something that you learn throughout podcasts? Would it be the same thing, or would it be just something?
Um, what I learned through our podcasting that I've been doing this for a long time now. That everybody ain't gonna appreciate your work.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I've done. You'll be honest with you. I've done almost like 500 shows, bro. 500, 600 shows, and
facts.
out of 500, 600 shows, probably 100 of some of those ain't never premiered. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Nobody. I'm talking about other people's shows. They like when I first started podcasting. That's when everybody was going through that big ass podcast boom, and during COVID, and everybody was podcasting.
yeah, yeah,
So when I
yeah.
started, I did a lot of fucking shows, and then those people like, you know what? I ain't podcasting no more. I'm, I'm learning. I'm learning how to make bread. So I like, damn. I'm giving y'all my best on these motherfucking shows. Damn. But I realized that's gonna happen. But also, man, I just realized you gotta improve. You gotta, as much as I hate doing it, you have to go back and watch your old work and see what you did wrong and
Oh
study
yeah,
yourself. Study yourself.
thanks,
You know what I'm saying? Go back and see what you mess up at, man. Like my biggest
thanks.
thing for me, I'm glad I'm doing a raw show because I ain't gotta like put on this fake shit.
Hmm.
I talk really, really fast. I talk really
Okay.
fast. And and when I get excited, I really go in depth when I'm talking. And a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying. So when I do my shows, I'm trying to slow it down. I'm trying to figure out not to stutter as much. You know what I'm saying? Or what? I'm trying to get my point to come out clear. So it's hard for me some days. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm,
when I'm comfortable like I am now right here, I can just shoot that shit. I'm talking fast, 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 fast. But
fact, fact,
that's my normal tone. So I do have to go back and watch myself and learn better how to do it better next time. You know,
facts, facts. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that.
uh, just a little something. You know, I like to ramble. Anyway,
Nah, you good. You good.
hey,
Cause you're
hey, so
easy to
look,
listen to anyway. You say you talk fast and all that, but I could understand everything that you're saying. So I mean,
cool,
it's
bro.
so important.
So here's the thing. So I'm gonna get to you, man. Now we're getting a little deep on this shit right here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a lot of your work, man, a lot of your life, you put out there. You know, put a lot of
Mm,
your personal stuff out there. Your issues with your mother, your
okay.
issues with yourself. The fact
Hmm.
is that you lost 60 pounds because of gay dude, so you got a fat ass. You put it all
Yeah,
out
absolutely. Yeah,
there.
yeah,
So
absolutely, absolutely.
um you mentioned you going through a lot of difficult times growing up. First of all, how did that shape you as a person that you are today? A lot of stuff you went through.
Well, well, basically, well, for one, like when I basically stopped caring about trying to prove something to anybody. Like now I just gotta prove something to myself. So like that's one thing. Like I've been through so much to a point where like small stuff don't really affect me anymore. Like so going through like certain stuff. And mind you, my mother did a lot of bad stuff, but she did a lot of good stuff as well. But like the story that I was telling was about why I was a narcissist and all that. So and mind you, like getting beat, right? Because we had this discussion before, like getting
Yeah.
beat. Like I was just telling like a random story, and it's funny how like I guess the way I said it made it seem like it was horrible. But do you know the average child today or back in the '90s been through that same situation? But we don't
Oh,
know it
definitely.
because yeah. So like we praise it whatever. When somebody like talk to us like we're victims, like they're victims or whatever. That's when the narrative changed. But yet, like when somebody's talking about getting hit with a race car track, that was a joke. So like now it's gonna come to a point where which one is traumatizing? Is it me getting beat by my mother, or is you getting beat by your mother? But you're telling it like a joke, and I'm telling it like it's a trauma situation.
Mhm.
So like we're all going through the same situation and all that. So like but it just molded me up to like just be stronger, like just to like understand that certain stuff can't affect me anymore. Like the small, like when somebody try to threaten me or whatever, it's not gonna affect me anymore. Like I said, like when you're talking through online or whatever, it's not gonna affect me. Just say it to me in my face or whatever.
Right.
So like it's gonna come to a point where like I have like the heart to deal with a lot of stuff now because of what I've been through. And I'm not saying what I've been through was like beneficial to me, but all I know is that I can deal with more stuff now that I'm an adult. So yeah.
So I'm gonna say this right too, though, man. You touched on it too. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think you did a show a while back, or a
Mm,
live while back, where I was a part of it, and you had the other, you had, I think your brother-in-law and another
okay.
young lady on it, and we was talking about past abuse and beatings
Mm,
and all the stuff we did, and it's crazy because I'm gonna be honest with you, I never knew it was a bad thing that I went through until I got older.
mm,
You get what I'm saying? And it wasn't that. It wasn't I realized it was a bad thing until I got older. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like yeah, we know that like getting your ass whooped, you got your ass whooped, but we didn't think that like so growing up like that we knew it was bad, but until other people said, "Oh my damn," they're like, "You really got your you was beat." Until we were like, "Okay, maybe this was a bad thing. Maybe it was, maybe this was abuse." You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing was, how did you feel comfortable? How do you get yourself to the point of feeling comfortable enough to share those stories?
The moment where I just stopped caring. Like as in basically I just when I found my voice or whatever, I just started opening up to everything. And like when I do open up to like the smaller stuff, because I think the first thing I opened up to was me getting molested and all that. I don't know if you want to go into that later on, but
I mean, it's your choice. I mean, go ahead, man.
oh yeah. So like when I realized like when I opened that up to that, whatever, four other men at the same time when I was like having that conversation, four other men talk to me about how they've been molested. So I was thinking like, you know what? This isn't like a rare thing. So
Mhm.
when I started doing like I did like a podcast episode when I like the first time I got molested. Like I think 20 men legit hit me up telling me their story. So picture how common this is in the black community, but we don't talk about it. Picture how
It's true.
like so it comes to a point where I feel comfortable dealing with this type of stuff, whatever, because people started to feel comfortable talking to me about it. Because nobody
Mhm.
else want to listen to our stories.
It's true.
Instead, we want to shame somebody, whatever. Because like the first person that I told was about one of my friends or whatever. I think it was in my video too, whatever. Like so, I started getting called like gay or whatever. Like when I was 6 years old, I started getting called
Mhm.
gay or whatever because I was getting molested in like the elementary school bathroom and all that. And I told the wrong person.
Right, right.
Picture us going through that throughout our entire life. Like we can't say certain stuff or whatever. We can't cry. We can't do anything as a black man because we're gonna be called gay, soft, light skinned, whatever. So I want to change that narrative because nobody like we're not given the freedom to actually express ourselves. So
Mm.
the moment I do express myself, I don't care about the people calling me names and all that. I don't care about none of that. Cause mind you,
Mhm.
I'm a hoe. I get women all the time. Whatever. If somebody call me gay, I'm not trying to look for dick. What makes you think I care about what you feel, how you feel about? And if you worry about who I'm sleeping with, that means that you're looking for dick. So why,
True
like,
too.
what's up? So like, it comes to a point where I stop caring about what other people are saying because none of them are a part of my life. They're not a beneficial to my life and all that. So I can open up to whoever I want because the positive interactions with the people that actually relate to what I'm going through means a lot more than the person that's actually down to me for what I've been through.
Straight that. Straight that. And I feel like
So
as
yeah.
black men, I have like say like it was. I didn't realize how toxic we can be as black men until I had sons. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
and that's the truth. No, I got two sons. I got a 19-year-old. I got a 17-year-old. And I remember talking to them then, and I can see when they have their bad days. And I remember my youngest son was like, I can't cry. I'm not gonna cry, man. That's weak, man. We people cry. Like I can't cry.
Right.
And I was like, damn, when y'all was kids, y'all were crying every fucking 5 minutes. But it's weird because I watched them grow up. I'm like, I gotta break that habit up for them, realizing that they can't ask for help because you know what I'm
Mm.
saying. As black men, we need the help. I do feel like as black men that we say the words that black women are the most unrespected people in the world, but I do think that the black man is too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I do think, and the reason why I say that is because a lot of black men we take on the boat of trying to be he man for everybody. We got to make sure the family's safe. We got to make sure that we're safe. We got to make sure that the woman's safe. We got to make sure, and we get talk shit too. We get people bringing us down too. We get people
Hmm.
telling us we ain't shit either. We get saying all this other shit, but who do we cry to? Who do we talk to? Who do we vent to? We have nobody. So what we
Oh, so
do
you're
is
saying the
we
black
find a.
men? Oh, so
Go
you're
ahead.
saying the black men are the most unprotected, or like is the black?
I think
You
I
saying
think I think that we are unrespected.
unrespected? Okay, yeah, I would agree
I,
with
I,
that.
I think I'm well, not respect. I don't think we respect it as much as we should be. And not taking away from the women, you know what I'm saying? Love them all today. I'm just saying that I do think that it's easy to say that the women is because we look at the women as putting them on a pedestal. But at the same time, while we put them on a pedestal, we're getting beat down in the point of lifting. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But that's just one thing. But I do say that I get what you're saying that as black men, we don't share these stories, we talk like that.
Mm.
So I think it's a great thing that we was able to talk to each other about situations that we
Yeah.
all go through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's get to the next
Yeah,
thing real quick,
facts,
man,
facts.
because you was touching on the issues with your, and we're gonna talk about your mother now. There
Hmm.
was a situation where you said that you felt that your mother was I want to say it right. You know what I'm saying? Be it right. I want to say it wrong for you. You felt that she was more abusive. Your mother and your grandmother were more abusive.
Oh
Did that
yeah.
change the way you did? So did that change the way you see women?
I tell you this: if my father wasn't around, that would have
Mhm.
changed the way I see women. Like as in, I think my father saved my life, whatever. Because if it wasn't for my mother, I would have been just as abusive as like my family, I guess. Well, not my sisters and all
Okay.
that, but like, cause personally, like cause my mother, she was going through a bunch of like skeletons in the closet too, but up to a point where it was weighing her down. So if my father wasn't around, she would have just took advantage of everything. Like she probably would have just been more chaotic than the way she been treating us. And all that. So, um, yeah, that's a tough one because I don't treat like any female like my mother didn't teach me anything when it comes to dealing with women. My mother didn't teach me
Right.
anything. Like it was my father that taught me like how to treat women by the way he treated my mother.
Mm.
So my mother was just there. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Like so
Okay.
yeah,
I
she
get
was
what you're
just
saying.
there. Yeah. Yeah, she was there like basically like when she was going through depression, we felt that. So it felt like we were more caring of my mom and all that. When she was when she felt like she was about to die, we was going through it right there too. So I mean, but
Do you
outside of
think
that,
that
like
she
she didn't. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. Let me get your thoughts on.
No, yeah, outside of that, like she didn't do anything to help me or hurt me when it comes to treating women.
Mm. Do you feel like that the things you went through with her was brought up from her childhood, or the fact that she was depressed, or the fact that she was going through a lot of stuff?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And her story at the end when she was passing away, oh my gosh, y'all, I wanted to kill my grandfather. I wanted to,
Mm.
cause like the whole time, like they were telling my mom and my aunt was telling stories about how he used to like have sex with his 8 year old friend of his. Not then. Like he was like sleeping with like the friend of this. So like the
Mm.
whole time I was just thinking that it was like the friend that like the dude like the grandfather my grandfather was sleeping with. And then
Mm.
at the end of the day, even at my on my aunt's deathbed or whatever, she told me how like her father used to violate my aunt. Like that when my aunt was
Mm.
dying or whatever, she said the same exact thing. So I was thinking like, okay, so y'all lied this whole time about like your father sleeping with an 8 year old friend of yours. But as soon as y'all are about to die, that's when y'all want to admit to the thing that was traumatizing you for your entire life. So
Right.
like now it came to a point where I seen my mother go through depression, go through abuse, go through like doing drugs, going through like a bunch of crazy stuff, whatever. And they want to
Mm.
finally admit to what they were going through when they're dying. Why do we always want to wait until we're dying to actually try to be healed?
Mm.
Like we're not healed or whatever, and we're taking it out on kids. We're going, we're
Right.
we're making all of our children go through the same stuff that we've been through, and we're not
Mhm.
holding ourselves accountable for it. But yet, when we're dying, now we're gonna have to solve a problem.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna cut you off real quick though, bro. I think it's the fact is that in old school black homes, and
Mm,
I don't know your mother from the. You say she was in South Carolina when she passed, but I don't know if she's from South
yeah.
Carolina or not.
Oh
So
no,
okay,
she's from
boom. So she's
Brownsville, New York.
okay. Okay, cool. So I was saying that old school black people always was taught one thing. I mean, we was
Mm,
too. What happens in this house, what happens in our house, stays in this house. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the secrets that we have that happens to us in the home, we were told not to tell it outside of the house. So a lot of them, that's why I feel like a lot of them were like, well, we'll just take it to the grave, but we'll wait. We finna go now. We're gonna release all this trauma we had because we've been holding on to it for so long, and they never learned how to properly, it's like how to properly let go it. Also in therapy, I mean, also in black homes, therapy is not a big thing. People won't talk about going to therapy back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was different for us now. In this generation we in is that we have these platforms. We have the people talking about mental health. We have people talking about okay, we went through shit, so we all went through it, so now we can all get this stuff out of our chest. So this next generation will go through it. And I think that's what your family went through too, is that they didn't know how they didn't have no there was no outlet at that time for them to be like, okay, let me release this shit so before we hurt these kids. You know what I'm saying? I was raised
wow.
by my grandmother, and I was raised by my grandmother, and I told you the story before. I got my ass taught to frame. I mean, off the damn frame often, often,
Mm,
and the rape was to me. I didn't think it was abuse until I think I told my wife one day. She's like, "Oh my god, that's abuse," and I was like, "What the fuck are you
mm.
talking about? That's just a regular ass whooping. You got hit with a frying pan. Oh, that's regular. That's what you do."
Facts, facts,
And
facts.
so I was like, yo, I was like, it because they grew up in trauma. They grew up at a time frame when nobody showed them that it's okay to let go of this shit. So, and you gotta think about it. Your mom's time frame, my dad's time frames. Everybody was like, that was a time frame when people was literally marrying kids, literally sleeping with
Mm,
kids. Like that was a normal situation. Like,
mm.
like that. It ain't into the '80s until that's when it was like, oh, maybe this is wrong. So
I
I
feel
do
you.
think that's why we are the beneficial. We are the benefactors of that situation, but we are able to change this next generation with it.
Well, I tell you this though, I definitely agree because like we talked about this not you like me and my friends talked about how like we want to keep the lineage like close so we can have like a better future and all that. But
Yeah,
yet that is the dumbest thing old people could ever
come
do.
on,
You know why? Because
what's
if
that?
we shut up while there's abuse going on in the household, All you're gonna do is bring abusers into like the next generation.
True.
Instead of saying like we're gonna keep the clean household or whatever, we're gonna like keep our lineage clean and all that. The lineage is not clean. Nobody just know about the molestation that's going on. Nobody know about the
True.
abuse that's going on because we want to shut up. But the thing is gonna come out because now the fact that everything is out anyway,
Mm-hmm.
what were they hiding? It's out now. The lineage is still messed up because they wanted to admit to it anyway. So if y'all admit to it in the first place, probably would have solved it in the first place.
Right. Right.
Like the way to keep the lineage clean is to destroy whatever is destroying the lineage at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like not to shut up about it. And I agree with whatever because like a lot of these old motherfuckers they got slave mentalities whatever. They're stupid. Like I'm gonna be honest, they're fucking stupid. I don't mean to curse or whatever, but you said this is wrong
Hey,
content.
hey, 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 come on.
So
You know who I
yeah,
am. Come on. You know who I am,
so
man. Come on.
yeah,
You already know damn well.
so yeah. This is why I tell people whenever like they say like you gotta keep quiet about somebody abusing you or molesting you and all that. Say fuck them. Like run away or whatever. Tell your story, man. Save yourself, whatever. And maybe your lineage can get saved at the end. Because the reason why generational curses happen now is because we want to keep them curses in our lives.
Come on, man. Say it, bro.
So yeah, I mean,
Hey,
yeah.
hey. So I'm gonna say this right here too, man. So damn. I'm gonna get to the next question. We gotta get this time going. Um, when did all the shit you've been through, bro? When did you
Uh-huh.
realize it was time to heal? It was time to heal and move differently.
The moment somebody told me I was stupid, I think I told you about this. Like
See,
basically like
they tell you was what, bro?
I was too stupid to be around. Like
Okay,
cause like
okay.
I was so focused on I was focused on fighting and like just hanging out and all that. I was chilling whatever. I wasn't doing anything like with my life. So I started dealing with this lady that was going to be a nurse, and she had like a
Mhm,
lawyer father. She had like a I think a nurse for a mother and all that. And they was going through it like they was gonna have a family reunion, and I wanted to go, but she was like, "Nah, your dumb ass can't go. You too stupid to talk to him." And she walked off. And after that, she
Damn.
broke up with me. So I'm like, "Yo, damn, that's crazy." So I couldn't argue with her because she was
Mhm,
gone. Like she was
yeah.
out there. So next thing you know, like I had to argue with myself, or whatever. But I had to start thinking, like, "Hey, yo, what was she saying that made sense?" I couldn't read. I didn't know how to read. I was like 17, 18 years old. I couldn't read. And
Mhm,
it was because of my speech impediment and all that. So I tried to prove her wrong. But when I started studying, like, when I started reading like a lot of books or whatever, I got like a deep love for psychology. That's when like I
mhm,
legit found what my purpose was. So like, later on or whatever, I forgot that I was trying to prove her wrong, whatever, because I actually found an actual passion. So next thing you know, like my other girlfriend or whatever, she like get forced me to get a passport or whatever. I started traveling. So I was like out for like 2 to 3 months or whatever, like just going to from country to country and all that. I came back
mhm,
home. Like basically I went to Egypt, whatever, beautiful. Like it was very organized, like amazing and all that. Went to Ireland, very dope, like peaceful. I went back home. The first thing I saw when I went back into my neighborhood, two girls fighting. I'm looking like, yo,
mhm,
like we need to learn something. You need to figure
mhm,
something out, whatever. So like basically next thing you know, I started going to Harlem, whatever, seeing people talk, like seeing people preach and all that. And I was thinking
mhm,
like, yo, we need to learn more. There's more than just fighting in our neighborhoods, whatever. There's so much going on within our culture to a point where we're staying stagnant in the projects. We're staying stagnant in these bad neighborhoods. We don't know anything outside of it. So that's when I
mhm,
started like realizing, you know what? Maybe this is like our way out through me. So that's when I became an activist. That's when I started like talking to people. That's when I became a life coach and all that.
mhm. Okay, okay. Oh, somebody asked a question too. They says, "What do you think about the nosy neighbors?" He said, "I'm sorry. What do you think about the nosy neighbors stepping in? Should people just stay out of other people's business, or you think they should just take an interest and talk when they see something going on?"
It depends on what the situation is. If it's like somebody uh just sitting out on the porch or whatever, selling lemonade, don't call the damn cops. But if you see somebody legit fist fighting or whatever, like somebody beating a woman or whatever, or a child or a dog or whatever, like just try to stop. You might get stabbed. You might like if you jump in or whatever. Like ain't no telling what the person's gonna have and all that. But that's what I say. You should jump in. But now when it's
Mhm.
just like a random person that you don't know, like that's walking, unless they're very very suspicious.
Okay, but what I think what they were trying to say, what if they see a child getting abused next door? And do you think they should step in or should you just mind their business?
That's a good question because like in our neighborhoods we used to children getting beat. But
That's true.
personally, I wouldn't want to hear it. Like I would have like a lot of animosity towards that person, and I'll let them know after they finish. I guess as long as they ain't killing them,
Mhm.
be like, hey yo, like wow, stop doing that shit. Like me personally, I would say
Right.
like, hey yo, like what's going on with you? What's your problem? But outside of that, I mean,
I always
but
say this,
what?
right? I do think I do
Yeah.
believe I do believe there is a difference between a whooping and a beat. You know what I'm saying? I do think I had a conversation with you before. I do think there's a difference between a whooping and a beat. I do think there's some kids need an ass whooping. I'm not gonna lie, say they don't. Some
Uh-huh.
do. Some
Yeah.
some do. They don't work for 'em. But I do think there is a difference. If I'm sitting there and if I'm closed fist hitting you,
Mm.
dude, I'm beating you now. Like this is not. I'm not. This not going to improve shit. Now I'm trying to strike fear in you, so you won't even do anything. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Sometimes a pop pill, you know what I'm saying, a little bit every once in a while. Now, especially you go overboard with that too. But I do think that it's a big difference. I mean, I do think it's a time you didn't know when to step in. You know, because sometimes I was like, sometimes you kind of want a motherfucker. Like, I was getting beat once. I was like, damn, somebody help me, motherfucker. Damn, I can't.
Right.
What you
Facts.
like? Somebody step in.
Facts.
Somebody stop. Get this chick off of me. Damn it, shit. Like so.
Facts.
I do think it's a time and a place. But it all depends on what's going on.
But I do have a question though, like, cause you saw my video of like my mother beating me and all that, right?
Yeah, yeah, I see. I see. Yep.
So would you say that that's like justified beatings or because she wasn't using closed hand fists?
I think no. I think the reason behind your mother's beatings with you shows that was the element of abuse. Your mother beat you out of frustration. Your mother beat you out of because she didn't understand something, or she beat you because you didn't do what a certain thing that she. I don't say this the right way with you, bro. Watching your videos, I watched, especially the narcissist video, and I watching that. And you told me it was a situation where um you was beat because y'all haven't ate in 3 days, and then there was a time that your mom cooked ribs for your dad, and then you
Yeah.
was hungry and you went the ribs, and she beat you for 30 minutes straight. That's a line where okay, now that's something psychological that's going on with you, baby girl. Like that's something going on with you personal that you taking it out on the child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I mean, I feel
That's a
it.
line of I mean, that's a line we don't cross. Like, get me wrong. I love my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? I love my grandmother to death. Like, ain't nothing, you can't tell. Ain't nobody sit back. My grandma was honestly, like I said, like you said, my grandma beat my ass. But I told you, I think I said in the show, she beat my ass, but I never felt that she didn't love me. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. I never had that feeling that this is the truth. I never had that feeling like she didn't love me. Then was weird. Was weird part was my dad didn't beat my ass. He tried. It just didn't work. It's not the same difference. It wasn't the same.
Mm.
He tried to give me a whooping or whatever, but his whooping was tame compared to shit I was going through. So his words broke me down way harder than an ass whooping. And I like to the point I'm like, this nigga don't love me. Like this nigga don't this
Mm.
nigga said some shit to hurt my heart.
Oh wow.
So you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the way I look at it sometimes too, man. I do think the stuff your mom I think some whoopings were justified, but some beatings wasn't. The beatings wasn't.
Well, I've always known my mother loved me too. Like when
Yeah.
I was getting beat. So I mean, it wasn't the fact that like I looked at my mother like she was like an evil person. I still looked at my mother like that's the love of my life. Like I mean, that's the person.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
person that like. That's the person that gave me
The
food,
first
even
person
though
you
the
love.
food was
Yeah.
stolen. Like even though it was like the ribs or whatever that she beat me with and all that. To like about,
Yeah.
but like even though I was about to die then, I always thought that my mother loved me.
But you know what? But you know what's crazy? I know when I do think about this new generation of kids though. They're not afraid to call out the shit we were scared to say back in the day. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? In certain situations, I remember. Me and my son, me and my youngest son, we got into it one time, and we was going back and forth. I mean, I have no problem. Like my thing was, I don't want to put my hands on you, but if I got to put my hands on you, I'm pissed off for real.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were going back and forth one day, and he was like, "Oh, what he told me, he was like, you more mad because you couldn't beat me in an argument." And I was like, damn, he got a point. Now I'm still gonna punch you in the mouth, but still, I'm still, I'm still gonna hit you in the mouth because you should have said what you were saying, little nigga. Like, but you got a point. I respect it. I respect it. I
So
respect
you
it.
think that was justified?
Huh? When me
You
punch him
think
in the
that was
mouth?
justified? Yeah.
Me punch him in the mouth? I didn't
Yeah.
punch him in the mouth. I didn't punch him in
Oh
the
no.
mouth. In the chin probably, but not in the mouth. I'm not gonna do that. That chin was justified. That chin check was justified. He called me out my name. He called me out my name, so I had to hit his mouth.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm
But
feeling
that was justified. That was justified.
it.
No, other than that, though, I do that. I do. Well, my thing was I didn't want to. I think the things that the issues that my mom and my dad and my grandmother had, their problems. I didn't want to carry over into this new life of mine. I didn't want to have my kids go through that. But at the same time, it was certain elements of that I was taught I wanted to teach my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
How to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? How to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying? How to make sure you clean up behind yourself, take care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, a woman ain't gonna want to take care of you. How to do all of this right for yourself. And that's one thing I was taught by my mom, my grandmother, and my dad. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I feel like regardless of the things, I feel like how they taught me, I feel like I didn't like, but what they said actually makes sense when I got older and had my own kids. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? I feel like my dad would tell me shit at that time, like, man, why you always saying shit to break me down, man? But when I realized now, like he was telling me shit to build me up. But I took it as, okay, he's breaking me down. When he tell me, Eric, fix your clothes, man. Fix your clothes, man. Get some new clothes. Put some clothes on. Look good. At the same time, I'm thinking
Mm.
like, damn, this nigga saying shit to make me break me down. But at the same time, he's telling me put pride in myself when I go outside. When I go somewhere,
Mm.
look good. Make yourself feel good. I didn't like how he
Right.
said it. My grandma thing was, yo, sit down here and learn how to sit down here. I'm finna cook. Go ahead and get this recipe, get it there in the third. She was showing me how to take care of myself. She showed me, okay, yo, how to feed yourself. Because a woman ain't gonna want to feed you all the damn time. A woman ain't gonna get her ass up and cook for you all the time. Get your ass up in here and learn how to cook. Learn how to cook this food when I'm in here cooking.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
My mom thing was, yo, my mom was, I love my mom because she died when I was little. But my mother thing was, my mom was a hustle. She tried to make sure we had whatever we wanted as kids. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But the time was, we were like, damn, the people you're around, we don't like. I'm not gonna put you around the same type of people. But at the same time, those people that she was around to this day still look out for us. Like to this day, as a grown ass man, I see them old ass people now. Like, damn, they're like, man, I remember you was little Eric and da da da. So they make sure we were protected when we in the streets. I didn't know that the
Right.
whole time that we was little kids walking them down the streets in the hood at 4 or 5 years old, going to the store like ain't nothing. You know why? Because her people was watching out for us when we were walking them down the street. So it was all
Facts.
that type of thing right there. We forward to, I forward to my kids now. Bro. So and I get it seemed like it was unjustified, but I understand. You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
that. I feel that. I feel that.
Oh man, so you know I'm getting a little long winded. I'm just getting to your damn interview.
Oh no, no, you good. You
Hey. So a
good.
little thing too,
I'm
bro.
enjoying it.
So in your episode you did, you talked about getting to music and rapping and all this other stuff. But thinking you was a rapper.
Thinking I was a rapper. Thinking I was a rapper.
was
Absolutely. Absolutely.
was you at that, so what was you? So was you one of those SoundCloud rappers at the time, brother, or you was getting to what everybody else was doing?
You said sci-fi rappers? What's it called?
SoundCloud rappers. SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. Nah, nah. I know we had
Oh,
a
come on.
mixtape. We definitely had a mixtape though.
Yeah,
But it
come on.
wasn't the SoundCloud joint. Like it was like I was out when them blank tapes was coming about, whatever. We was just like
Okay.
selling CDs and all that. So yeah, I never had a SoundCloud, whatever. Like I only made like 4 songs. I only made 4 songs, whatever. It was just to prove my brother wrong and all that. Like, well, my bad. I
What
only
was it about him?
recorded 4 songs
Oh shit. What was it about him that made you like you said I'm gonna go do this right here?
because he was like legit the worst rapper I've ever heard in my life. Like no disrespect to my man, like that. He cool people, whatever. But like, come on, man. He was saying like I'm just like a frog. I'll leap you. Like I'm like yo, like what? Like it was just random. It was just random stuff, man. Like I'm like yo, come on, B. You can't be. And the fact that he sound like DMX while saying it, I'm looking like yo, you can't take the image of DMX or whatever and say like I'm just like a frog. I'll leap you. Like come on, man. So yeah, after
Hey,
that, I'm
dude,
like, you know what?
go ahead, man. Hold on, this is funny as shit. Man. This is funny shit. I'm like, I told on my show I got a music show I do. I said everybody at one point in time had a mixtape.
Yeah,
So,
facts, facts.
hey, hey, dude, tell me about that. We get to we said at the top of the show. Let's get into the beef. Well, how do you and your brother? How do you and your brother end up forming a beef, bro?
All right, so boom, right? We made a song. We're talking about like in general, because he was always an asshole. Like I mean, he was always like
I believe that.
a
I'm talking
dickhead.
about
But
a rap beef.
rap beef. All right, boom, boom. So he used to steal stuff. He used to steal stuff and all that, like I do. But I didn't steal from
Yeah.
people. I didn't steal from people. I steal from companies. I mean, I won't
Right.
steal from like people, whatever in general. But he used to steal from us. So like next thing you know, like uh we made a song and it was called I'm Coming or whatever. It
Mm.
sounds horrible, but it's like it's but I guess like his friends thought I killed him in the song, like because my verse was like a lot better than his. So next thing you know, like he told everybody that I rap, like he wrote my rap and all that. So next thing you know, like the next day he stole my cell phone. So like at that time, whatever, like I was around my friends or whatever, he was around his friends or whatever. I approached him saying like, "Yo, give me my phone or whatever." You lying? Like so, I just started blurring out everything like, "Oh, you lied about your like your raps, whatever, you trash and all that, such and such." So the next thing you know, like he cut me off the song and he started dissing me on the song. So after that, that's when like the rap beef actually came around or whatever because I exposed him for stealing my stuff or whatever and talked about how trash he was when it came to like his music and all that. So I mean, like, and then after that, whatever, it was like a weird beef, whatever. He made like two diss tracks, but it didn't go anywhere. So it's about
Hey yo, hey yo. I ain't trying to picture a nigga sound like DMX. Beef on the show. Hey, oh shit.
yeah. Matter of
Hey,
fact, shout out to him, man. He's not doing. He's a married man now. He's like he's living his life and all that. But I'm gonna send you
yeah.
one of his songs, whatever, to show you like how
Hey,
bad he is.
man, please send it to me. Send it to me. Give me no words in the shit out of real quick. Dude, let me tell you this right here, man. I'd have been in, like, let's get back to what I said earlier in the show. So, so I can't get my words out. So I was around the whole music shit at one point in time. So I said about 15 years ago is when everybody was doing mixtapes. Everybody in my damn town had a mixtape.
Mm,
I've interviewed a lot of rappers on my show. Um, but we all had mixtapes. We did music. I got into this music group with a bunch of niggas I grew up with. I did the R&B and rapping. That was back when before you know how niggas like Rod Wave and all that else like saying about trap shit,
mm.
but then R&B shit. I
Right,
was
right.
doing that. I was doing the R&B trap shit. So I mean, we was
Nice,
doing that
nice.
back in the day. No, it's not. No, don't say nice. It was horrible as shit. Oh, we was yo, we been in the damn studio shit. This is back when I was in my pretty boy stage, bro. It's a whole different story. So I
Right.
was I had the long hair and all this shit. So so I was in my shit. And I remember we were going out hanging out, and I remember I was sitting there one day, and I was listening to everybody rap and shit. I said, "Man, yeah, this ain't for me no more. Like this ain't this ain't my shit no more." And I remember that watching back, like nobody really made it out of my city.
Mm,
Nobody really made it big time. I said, "Damn." So I guess we need a plan B. And I remember just sitting there watching people in my. No lie, no lie. I'm telling you, I remember I was the only one that had his own house. I bought me a house when I
mm.
was 20 years old, and I bought me a
Okay,
house when I was
okay.
20 years old. And I remember that it was a little small ass house. Bought me a house when I was 20, but I was the only one that
Mm,
had a house. Everybody else was living in basements and all this other shit, with other people's house. And I remember
right.
I remember what the falling out happened was I was like, yeah, y'all finna go home. I gotta go to work in the morning. They're like, nigga, you always working. Nigga, you I said, you know what? Yeah, that's it. That's my exit right there. That's my exit right here. Yeah, time me to move the fuck on with my life, man. Let me leave this trap shit to the side, man. They ain't for me no more. Oh man, but it was a fun ass time, yo. Fun
Yo,
ass
though,
time.
like, yeah, it
Hey,
was fun. It was.
hey, yo, man. Get into more of your work from everything.
Okay.
So everything you've been through,
Okay.
man, and I want to ask you. You went through a lot, and you found a way now to repurpose everything you've been through into doing community work. What got
Mm.
you into want to work with the youth and black like the black community?
I love black people, man. Like everything that black people have to offer, I want everybody to learn from it. I like the fact that we have so much talent, but we're lost in our oppression. It shows like that somebody's trying to keep us back. So the moment I got out of my oppression or whatever, the moment I realized that we can have freedom somewhere else, like we can actually have freedom somewhere. Because today, like I still believe like what Kanye West said, like 400 years of slavery is a choice because we're choosing to stay oppressed. Like we're
Mhm,
choosing this type of stuff. So like the more like try to tell them there's a way out of going through depression or going through like a bunch of crazy stuff, whatever. That's the most attacks I get. Just like when I expose my like what I've been through, whatever, I get attacked a lot. But there's also people that's like like freeing themselves or whatever and talking to me and all that. I see opportunity in that freedom. So that's why I legit do it because I see like a lot of people that like ask the average black man or woman or whatever, what's your gift or what's your goal? They're not gonna know. You know why? Because they're stuck in their own oppression. They forgot. They've been beat so much to a point where like they learn how to fear it before they learn how to like actually know what they're truly like God gift they gave them or whatever. They forgot about that stuff because they learned how to fear before anything. They learn how to stress. Like we're going through a bunch of crazy stuff, whatever, and this society is telling us to do something totally different. Now we're focusing on society. We're focusing on like what people are saying and like on the internet, in school, at work. We don't have time to ourselves anymore.
mhm.
Now we're gonna forget who we truly are, whatever. And the next thing you know, we're gonna end up like how my mother ended up, talking about what they've been through when they're dead, but not achieving anything.
And that will take me to my next question. I'm gonna ask is, do you
Mhm.
do the experiences you have through the past? I mean, the issues you had with your family, the issues coming stuff you went through growing coming up, even going to you traveling the world with these women, or you actually traveling working with the Black Panther Party. How did that shape the work you do now?
Well, I learned a lot. Like I legit learned a lot. I mean, I'll tell you this. Uh, that that taught me how to teach other people in certain ways or whatever. But now, like since my brain has broadened, whatever, because I've traveled so much, whatever. Like I talked to so many people and all that. I understand that there's so much more to learn. So, like, I can have an argument right now, whatever, and just learn about every insult that you're telling me or whatever, and maybe like and understand that there may be some truth to it without getting offended. So basically, like I'm more universal when it comes to having discussions. I'm more universal when it comes to like going to certain places or whatever. I can go to a church, I can go to a mosque, I can go to a voodoo ritual, I can go anywhere I want to, whatever, because I know that uh there's a lesson taught everywhere because I've been to so many places, because I've learned certain stuff. So yeah, I mean, basically it made me more universal. Like a lot of people are just stuck in the church or whatever and don't believe anything else is right.
Mm. I love how you do it. Let me move on to my next damn question. I got it. All right. um, as a person, man, who has, I got to hurry up and get through these questions too. But as a person
Okay.
who have his own battle with his own with religion,
Mhm.
and I know a lot of the reason why your questions about religion came from your family. How would you describe your relationship with God today, and what led you to the shift you going through?
Well, I'm still questioning God because people try to force me to see God in one way. and not understanding that the universe is God. Just like how we talk about the God in heaven or the God in the sky and all that, but yet whenever we get saved or whatever, it's somebody else saving us, or it's a car stopping saying, "Oh, that was God" and all that. So I guess God put the car there, or whatever, to save you. God put this person there to save you. God put this tree there to save you. But yet we want to focus on the God in the heaven and all that. So I'm still questioning it simply because we're saying everything is God, but whenever we do talk about God within ourselves or whatever, we get shamed for it. So now it's gonna come to a point where like I have to question it because y'all are not you per se or whatever,
Yeah.
but people are contradicting themselves when it comes to teaching it. They want to force a religion towards you, but yet when we ask questions about that religion or we're saying like certain stuff about that religion that they don't agree with, now we want to get shamed. So like I've been to like certain countries or whatever like that focus on another God, a totally different God. So when I come back home and they talk about a specific God or whatever within them, what makes their God more valuable than the God that's in Japan? What makes their God more valuable than the God that's in India? What makes their God more valuable than the God in Egypt or whatever? We're praising different gods or whatever. Like so the fact that I went through like a stage where I believe that my God was more valuable to a point where I believe everybody, if anybody else think outside of my God is evil, that shows me that I was in a cult. That shows me that I was going through like uh like something going on with my brain around to a point where I didn't want to learn anything different. So now I'm still questioning it because there's so many things out there in the world that I don't know about what a God is. But I'm willing to learn or whatever, unlike the people that's like stuck in the church, whatever, and thinking that God is their only, their God is their only
I feel you.
option.
On the right. Yeah, got
Yeah.
you. I got you. Do you feel more at peace now that you know what you know, or you still trying to figure things out?
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. When I was a Christian, when I was a Christian, that's when I was going through all that stuff. I was asking, where's
Okay,
God when
okay.
I was getting stabbed? I was asking, where was God when I was going through abuse and all that? I was screaming God or whatever when I was getting stabbed up. So I mean, it comes to a point where why are we thanking God or whatever
Mhm.
for for the best things that happen to us, but yet we're not even acknowledging God when something bad happens to us. That's keeping our mind trapped. So like
Okay.
basically like when I started asking questions about the world or whatever, I started asking myself questions at the same time to a point where I started learning more about myself. The more I learn about myself, or whatever, the more I feel like I'm a God into like towards me and all that. So I can
Mhm.
respect me and and the entire world, I guess. Because I'm at peace with myself. Like now I have the freedom to do whatever I want and not have any type of fear of this is evil or that's putting the curse on me or that's voodoo or that's karma or whatever. Because I understand that's just gonna come in life. Like getting stabbed or whatever,
But
whether this is God saving you or not, you're still gonna get stabbed. Whether God saving you or not, you're still gonna go through homelessness. God saving you or
mhm.
not, you're still gonna die. So why would people say like, "Oh, I'm up because of God" or whatever? There's many people that died, but at the same time, while you're praising God that you woke up, what about the ones that
Mhm.
died? Who are you thinking? So it's gonna come
I
to a
agree.
point where either way you put it, life is gonna happen. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's about it. I don't know.
Hey, yo, man, hey, you said it, bro. Hey, you gotta, hey, I
Yeah,
respect it, bro. I respect it 100%, man. I understand where you coming from, bro. I
exactly.
mean, I interviewed with this pastor last season, and he was telling me for him how he came back to being Christianity to Christian, being Christian for him. He said he had to get out of his teaching that he had growing up. He said,
Mm,
his mom and them taught him growing up. He want to learn for himself. So he said he traveled the world like he was in the military. He traveled the world. And he said he got a chance to
mm,
learn Muslim and Buddhist and all this other stuff, Hindi and all that. And he was like he said he wanted to learn that. He said that's how he said after he learned what he wanted to learn from each one, he came back to what made him happy.
mm.
So he said his happiness came from being Christian, but he said he had to go through his own trials and figure out what's going on for him. I said the same thing to anybody else. You got to go through what makes you happy. You got to understand what speaks to you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Now you're on that satanic shit now. Like, but it's your business. But like, hey yo, oh man, all right. So let me go ahead and wrap this up. Let me go ahead and wrap this up real quick, man.
Well, speaking of Satan, right? You talk about
Go
satanic.
ahead. Yeah,
Well,
hold
one
on. Let
more
me get
thing.
my
One more
charger. Then
thing.
while we
One
go,
more thing.
I'm gonna get my charger real
Okay,
quick while you talk. Go ahead. I'm ready.
I got you. So yeah, we talk about like let's talk about Satan or whatever because I'm not saying this because I don't believe in none of that either. But like when we mention God or whatever, we talk about how God is the jealous God or whatever. Like
Mhm.
God is like you have to fear God and all that. But what do we talk
Right.
about when it comes to Satan? Satan is the most beautiful angel. Satan is like he gave you the fruit from the tree of knowledge and all that. Like
Right.
he gave you free will and all that. So right
Right.
now on this earth, who are you praising
Mhm.
more? God or Satan?
You asking me personally? Like you
No,
said,
I'm saying in general, like as a whole or whatever, because we talk about like you should fear God or whatever. God is a jealous God and all that. Like this is the narrative we take when it comes to talking about God. But when we talk about Satan, we talk about free will. We talk about like the tree of knowledge
right.
because he gave you the
Mhm.
tree of knowledge and all that. And like now we're talking about how we're educated and we got knowledge or whatever. We learn certain stuff or whatever. So we have to thank Satan for that, right? So
I
if
said
it comes,
I
yeah,
said
I'm sorry.
opposite real quick. I said opposite real quick, man, because I didn't. How I was taught was God give you free will, and
Mhm,
you were able to make the choices you made. Um, but then at the same time, I was also talking about how to me now. This is me talking. I'm not. I'm, and
mhm.
I'm gonna say this real quick before we get into it, because I guess everybody see me. Because
Gotcha.
I wear a cross all the time. That's just me personally. I wear a cross all the time for me.
I
But
feel that.
but I'm not a tremendous in the religion type of guy. That's just not who I am. You know what I'm saying? I believe in
Mhm,
God. I believe in spiritually. That's me. But I always thought that the reason when they talk about Satan, yeah, they talk about he was an angel. He was a beautiful angel, whatever. But he
mhm.
was a trickster. He was a trickster, and he was banished for his acts against God while in heaven. You know what I'm saying? So of course, to get you to the fame and all the stuff, everything sounds great. You gotta have some kind of like show. Some gotta catch your eye. That's the tricking part.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I do think that the satanic thing with it, I don't think it's all horns and shit like that. Like you see, no, the most beautiful shit is gonna bring you. Hold on, for example, matter of fact, perfect example. When you tell me about you were dating a girl that was in the game, she was fine as
Mhm.
hell. She was fine as hell.
Yeah, yeah,
Fine, I mean, badass. I mean, fat. I mean, everything was bad. But when you
yeah,
got what I asked, you know,
yes,
shit was hell once you get across that goddamn line. Once shit, you once
yes. Wait, hold on. Which
that's
one?
that's the.
Which one?
I mean, whatever one that stabbed your ass. Anyway, one of the motherfuckers.
No, the one in California. She like, yeah, she's cool people. I mean, I don't have no problem
Yeah,
with her.
but I do say that like so a sign of beauty will bring you in. A sign of something that make you feel like it's gonna be a bless. A lot of your blessings can be curses. That's why I
Mhm.
take Satan as. A lot of your blessings, he can come to you as a blessing, but it can also be a curse behind it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I take it as. But that's just me talking. I'm just
I feel that.
what
I
I
feel
think.
that.
All right, so
I feel that.
speaking of women, we speaking on your type of woman, and you done told me you done had some, you like some thug. You like a girl a little thuggy. You like a girl. You like a girl you can go on a mission with. I understand that.
Not even. I mean, I guess that's who I choose. So yeah, I guess so.
So so so, but neither one of them girls remind me of Whoopi Goldberg. And
I had the biggest crush on Whoopi Goldberg, man.
what was it about Whoopi Goldberg, man? What brought you to Whoopi Goldberg at that time?
I don't know, but I always had a fetish for dark skinned women. I always had a
I
fetish
said
for dark
dark skin.
skinned women.
But what's home? But was it color purple Whoopi?
Nah, it was
Or
she played the
goat?
cop. She played the cop or something. She played the cop or something. I forgot what it was. But she was like
Right.
freaking gorgeous, yo. And then I got made fun of for it, and I'm like, yo, like I just like her. Like I mean, so
Ain't
yeah,
nothing
I
wrong with.
mean, yeah, it was like a cop situation.
Okay, I'm just saying she looked pretty good and damn what was it what was the one when she plays she was a nun
Sis that.
she looked good in Sister Act. She looked good in Sister Act.
I feel that. She look good to me all the
If she
time. Like I mean, that's
if
what I
she
was
could have got it
thinking.
in
Like
Sister Act, she could have got it in Sister Act. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now you would have got the color purple, then you on your own ceiling. Look,
nah, but like seriously, I was really like really big on dark skinned women like throughout my entire life. That's probably why I like black women, black people now
good
because
too.
I have like a I have like a natural attraction to them. So
Hey man, I wanted you to get a chance to meet her. I thought you'll lose your mind. But look, hey,
not now, hell no. Hell no, not now. Nah.
So we based off like the conversation we had, man. You said you wanted something serious now. What have your
Mm.
past relationship taught you about what you actually want and need?
I realize like that women are my biggest and best teachers, so I'll be happy with whatever the situation is because I know I can learn from it. I'm just like a totally better person now to treat the person that I'm with, I guess, like a goddess.
Mm. But you also feel that they should be in the house, right?
Oh yeah, this motherfuckers just stay the fucking out. I'm sorry. That's what you okay, so that's where you trying to get at. Okay. See, like yeah, I think nah, nah, real talk. I think all women should stay
Yeah.
the fucking house. Like all women should
Okay.
stay in the house, whatever. Because like we talked about a person and all that. Like they want to be empathetic and all that, right? They want to be
Mhm.
the ones that be the nurturers and the carers and all that. You can't do that when you're actually out dealing with other people and all that.
Mhm.
Like because they're natural empaths and all that, they endure a lot of energy when they go out and all that. So say if
Mhm.
you go out to a 9 to 5 or whatever, you're dealing with stress in a 9 to 5. You're dealing with the stress of the people talking about you. You're dealing with the stress with the boss directing you to do certain stuff and all that. You're dealing with a bunch of crazy stuff, whatever, and you're bringing all that energy in. So when you come home, you're gonna let all that energy out based
Mhm.
off of stress. So basically, like a lot of times, women when they do go out, they're forgetting their creative side. They're putting their creative
Mhm.
side to the side of whatever to deal with society. Because usually empaths are like usually the right hemisphere of the brain and all that. That's where they have the spatial awareness and the meditation type of stuff. That's what women usually deal with, the nurturing situation and all
Mhm.
that. So the more they actually do go out and tend to other people's creation, they turn off the right hemisphere of their brain. So
Mhm.
like now it's gonna come to a point where like they're gonna forget themselves. So now they're gonna like release a lot of cortisol to a point where their immune system's gonna go down. They're like their stress level is gonna go up. And then now like that's why they're dealing with heart problems or whatever and obesity and all that stuff, simply because they forgot who they truly are or whatever. Like they're supposed to be natural creators. So what I think black men or men as a whole should do, same thing with the top of the Brown situation. I know we gotta go and all that, but I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm
go
enjoying
go
the
go go
conversation
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
like the type of the Brown situation, whatever. Like he was like her husband was a cop, and like he actually did overtime, whatever, to actually invest in her creation to a point
Mhm.
where now she's like a vegan chef or whatever. She's an entertainer. She's making millions or whatever to a point where she can retire her husband.
Right.
So like I personally think as men we should like go out because we're the physical creatures we have. We're supposed to work. We're supposed to like come back home and then invest in whatever our wives' creation is so they can make money off of that instead of going out and dealing with a bunch of stress outside of the household
Mhm.
because they're coming back home whatever like and being more and more unhealthy because they have to deal with other people's stuff.
I respect that, man. You know what? I'm not gonna live up to it because I need my wife to have a job. But look, I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying, man. I mean, hey, yo, the bills are fucking. Hey, yo, bills are high, saying bills are fucking
I
high.
feel that. I feel
Bills are
that. I
fucking
feel
high.
that.
But no, for real talk, man. I mean, I tell you, this thing is right here for me. I think I talk about my wife all the time. For
Mm,
me, I want to build my woman up. You know what I'm saying? And I always build my woman. I always build my wife up. I've always built her up. Even she did her own business and all that. Thing is, I know my wife. She wants her own. She wants to have her own. You know what I'm saying? She want to make sure
mm,
she bring her own money in, and that's fine. I say every woman, I think you should always have your own source of income because you never know. You never want to know. You never know what's going to happen in your relationship. You never know what's going to happen with you and him. You don't. I'll tell every woman, just make sure you have your own income just in case something happens. A guy can be like, a guy
yeah.
can say the same thing, man. I don't want you to work. You stay your ass in the house. I'll take care of the trail. And then what happened when that damn job laid the fuck off? Now your ass is up here looking stupid with him. Now both y'all eating beans out the cans together. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right,
understand
right.
that. But I do say trail. Cause me and my wife, we were talking about it, like the 50-50 thing. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I don't want. I make more money than my wife. I don't want her to. We don't have to split the bill 50-50. I understand that. But
Mm.
a good 75-25 damn sure will work with me. A good 30, 70 damn sure work good with me.
Right. Facts,
You know what
facts,
I'm saying?
facts.
But I'm just saying, but that's just me personally, man. But
I
if you
feel
can
that.
look
I
at,
feel that.
if you can, you on this live, man. You don't know what's gonna happen there. You don't know who's watching. You know who's gonna watch. What's the type of woman you want, bro?
Well, the woman that I have now,
Okay.
actually.
Go
Yeah, because
oh
she's
shit,
like she's an actual creative and all that. Like she paints, she's a poet and all that. She actually do what she was built to do and
man.
all that.
Okay.
So like yeah, she's on point with it. So what I'm doing now is I'm investing in what she had going on. So like the more I work or whatever. She got a job too, but she deal with kids. So like that's like also like she's a teacher and all that. So we actually put money together so we can actually invest in what we're doing. So I'm invested in doing stuff for the community. She's invested in her like her artistry and all that. So we actually can bond off of that. We're both creatives. We both understand what we need to do, or whatever, like to get out of these 9 to 5 jobs. So yeah, so like we're going like off of that, whatever. And we're also doing a magazine. So basically like we're actually relating towards each other and whatever. We have similar goals, but we're taking different routes. But we're meeting each other halfway. So that's basically what it is. We both have a future into what we want to create.
Y'all heard that shit, man, bro. You done got all soft and smooth with it. Your voice done came down. That's what's up,
Appreciate it.
man. That's how
Appreciate
you talk about your woman. That's how you
it.
talk about your woman, man.
Shout out to
Well,
her, man. Shout out
motherfucker,
to
hey, man, this motherfucker done got soft and sentimental with it. I love it,
Oh
man.
my god. Yo, play that Family Matters music or whatever while I'm doing
Whatever
that.
happened to the day? Anyway, the big man, the paper boy, the TMNT.
Oh
But
man.
anyway,
I'm watching it.
hey yo, bro. Hey yo, I'm gonna wrap this up for real, man. But yo, I'm gonna say
Alright.
thank you, man. Thank you for being on, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
I give you your bigs every time I see you, bro. I salute you what you're doing. Any black man trying to make it better for the next generation, I understand. I appreciate you, man. Because trust me, we all been through some shit, and we all been through some shit. So to see us on the other side of it, man, is beautiful, bro. So I'm gonna give
Facts,
you your
facts.
flowers
I
while you sit
appreciate
here to get them, man. I wish you nothing but many blessings, many love. Like shit, you and your girl make it on the other side. Y'all have a good time. I mean, all the great sex, all that. I wish it all on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just tell your other friend, man. Oh God,
Wait, what? What other friend?
tell
Hold
your
on.
just tell your homeboy, he knows what I'm talking about. Stop looking at your ass when you play basketball. Well, that's all I'm saying, man. I'll holler at you.
No, no, nobody was looking at my ass playing basketball. I felt that myself. Like they were just playing basketball. I just felt it. Like I just felt like, that
Dude,
wasn't it. Like I
my man said he came there and started clapping cheeks. Like, whoa, what the hell going on?
mean,
Hey, bro, man, I'll holler at you later, man. Hey, yo, thank you for tuning
all right,
in,
brother.
man. This is a live
Thank you, man.
interview person, man. I can't wait for y'all to check out more interviews I got coming up. Hey, yo, shout out, let everybody know where they can find you, bro, and more about your show.
Oh, okay. Well, Culture Shock podcast. Like it's gonna get a lot bigger because I'm going outside. I'm gonna start talking to people outside and all that, doing barbecues and like events, giveaways and all that. Hopefully, you're like just one state away, man. One day you're gonna come, bro. I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
try.
give you
I'm
the
gonna try.
gas money.
Oh, you said wait a minute. It's not too
I'm
late.
gonna.
I'll send my cash up now. Oh man.
I'm going with it though. All right, I got
All right, man.
you.
But coach,
All right,
anyway,
bro.
Coach Shark podcast, man. Tune in. He has some great deep conversation. He might cut your ass the fuck out after. But I'm just letting y'all know. Tune in.
Nah,
I'll
man.
holler at y'all,
But
man.
shout
Y'all
out
be
to you
safe,
too,
man.
brother.
Thanks, bro. All right, y'all take care, man.
All right.
All right, bye, bro.